Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Yep. Welcome to the brand new episode of Next King Podcast. We got a quick role reverse for this week's episode. So my guy Derek from the back will be the co-host. He'll be up front, and my co-host Bree will be Bree in the back. So a quick role reverse for this week's episode. So
Bree in the back, but y'all know y'all came to see the star anyway. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
The lies you tell
You're
on
welcome.
this pod. Do you be lying like this on OSA too? You be lying like this on OSA?
Now Drew's a star on OSA, right? Drew.
Look, I don't even argue about this. Who to stop OSA? That's Drew.
Drew be saying, that's last night's episode was crazy. I don't know what he was trying to say.
Drew be in other places, man. He be out.
That's why I said I just can't wait to rewatch it because he said it more than once.
Yeah.
I'm like, ain't no way he said what he said. So I gotta really listen to it.
I've been spitting out her teeth.
Choke on my fucking teeth. Talk about
it. You gotta play that clip for Bree. Bree gotta see that clip.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nah, Bree, that clip was hilarious. I still think he ducked the question. He never got into what he meant to say.
Because like I said, what are you talking about your cheeks regardless? Well, if that word ain't the word, what word were you trying to use in that regard?
Me being assuming, I would say maybe he meant to say I don't plan my cheeks ahead of time. Like he tried to say that's too far out. So I'm just thinking of a word. He used parts, planned, both words.
Right.
I'm gonna assume I can't say that. I don't know, but maybe he said I don't plan my cheeks ahead like that, and that's what he meant to say. But he didn't want to reveal what he said, and he kept saying it.
So we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
So yeah, we'll give Drew the benefit of doubt with that. But let's get into the show. Ranch flavored ice cream, hit or nah? Like I don't.
Yeah,
I want to try it.
You want to try it?
I actually want to.
You like ranch enough to try ranch ice cream?
Actually, I do like ranch. You don't. I mean, you're not a big.
I eat ranch on a salad.
On
some chicken wings.
I'm about to say, so is this? I could put this on if I get some hot wings, throw like a dab of this ranch ice cream.
So what you do is you get buffalo wing flavored ice cream, ranch ice cream, and go.
No, that's gonna fucking
mix it together and shit.
That's gonna destroy your stomach.
Stuff that they have that they say is ranch or like blue cheese or hot wings, they dilute the flavor, guys. So once you mix it with milk and you do all that.
So you're saying it's like a hint of the
right? It's just gonna be a hint of ranch. It's like.
So what you assume it's gonna taste like? If it's just a hint of ranch, what is it gonna taste like then?
So she's saying like it's gonna have like vanilla with the ranch in the back, like with the little ranch.
Oh, like a shot of ranch in it.
Little side, little hit, little twang, where it's like, oh, okay, like it ain't too like overbearing. Fuck
it doesn't.
that.
I see. If she breaks it down like that, it doesn't sound that bad.
Let's OSA, well not OSA, C2, ASO. Let's find out where the ranch is, and you and Sabrina can do a live taste test.
Why you Johnny with these ridiculous?
Live taste test right here on ASO.
But you part of
I'm not. See, I'm in the back, so I'm not on camera.
But you on camera today, so you
just for today. That day, I'll make sure I'm in the back. Y'all taste it. Let me find out if they got these in the stores.
They actually don't. Not
so
yet.
when they get in stores, I'm a Amazon Prime Johnny a pint.
So we gotta do it in person.
Or in person, either way. We go taste test. They gonna taste test for y'all. Johnny, you like ranch though, right?
I'm not a big fan of it. I like my wings as straight wings, but every now and then I have
ranch, cheese or ranch.
But which one do you prefer, ranch or blue cheese?
If I had to choose between two, ranch. If I had to choose between ranch and blue cheese, I'm a ranch person.
Okay.
Who in the group you said just eat blue cheese? Was that Kev?
I don't know. Blue cheese is disgusting.
I like blue cheese.
I don't know. I've tried
Blue
blue cheese, but I don't
Blue
know. I
cheese?
just
Blue
I don't get
cheese,
the appeal.
disgusting.
I love blue cheese.
It's such an intense flavor.
I don't get it because you don't like it, but I love blue cheese.
Blue cheese is so pungent.
Well, that's next up on the ice cream. They got ranch. They gotta get the blue cheese.
Yeah, of
on
course.
it.
Yeah, if the ranch is a success, you know the blue cheese ain't too far behind. Again, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a nice market size of people that go out and buy this ice cream. I know Haagen-Dazs always have different flavors,
You
and
use ranch soda.
I could believe it.
It's on Amazon.
I could believe it.
I was tempted to
What?
buy it first to try it. Huh?
Ranch soda. I mean, shit, they got the flaming hot Mountain Dews and all
Oh my
this and stuff.
God.
So like,
I would love to try that.
of course, like people
Why?
try it. People like it.
I love flaming hot.
It's a market. Again, I love flaming hots too, but I ain't I'm not drinking no damn flaming hot soda.
I heard it's delicious. That girl that she does the pickle beer,
Yeah.
she drinks the Mountain Dew flaming hot.
Yeah,
Wait a
see.
minute, what?
So they got the flaming hot Mountain Dew. You got nasty ass Mountain Dew with some flaming hot flavor on top of it.
You don't know until you try it.
OD. So John, right on pod, ranch flavored ice cream. We're gonna do that.
Come out. We'll do it. I'm gonna get me a side order of buffalo wings.
No, the fuck we not. We just gonna eat the damn ice cream.
I'm gonna take a little dab and put it on the wings.
Word. That's how you gotta eat it. You gotta get you some wings, some traditional, some buffalo wings, and dip your ice cream in it.
So the only difference is I know when they give you the ranch, that should be like room temperature. That shit don't be cold. Ice cream gonna be it's gonna be a mix of hot and cold. Gonna fuck your stomach up.
But I just looked up real quick some of the weirdest ice cream flavors. They got sweet potato ice cream, which I don't think is weird.
Interesting. Is it interesting? I'll try sweet potato ice cream.
Sweet potato.
That's not bad. They got biscuit and gravy flavored ice cream.
That's a little extra. Biscuit and gravy. That's a little extra.
So they got a Swedish fish Oreo flavor.
I love sweet fish.
Wait. Swedish and Oreo?
So the Swedish fish
Okay.
and Oreo flavored.
Oh, it's two different flavors.
So no, together. Oreo flavored.
They're doing too much. They're doing too much. They don't go together.
They got that's not weird, chocolate fudge. They got a Pepsi flavored ice cream.
That's like floats.
And they got that's pretty much that's all it is. Is like a root beer float flavored type. They got a Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream flavor.
Yo, when are you gonna get me that though? I've seen it on and we all know how much I love Dr. Pepper. Yo, I could freaking drink Dr. Pepper all day.
Dr. Pepper is nasty.
Nah, that's cool. It's cool. It grew on me. Dr. Pepper grew on me. I wasn't a big fan of Dr. Pepper, but it grew on me.
See, Johnny,
Dr. Pepper is cherry Coke.
That's not cherry. We have this argument.
It is. It's cherry Coke.
Technically, Dr. Pepper got like 23, 24 different flavors, so it might have a little cherry Coke in there.
Man, that's all that shit tastes like.
No,
It's like 23, 24 different flavors blended into one soda.
Man, that shit is cherry Coke.
That's not cherry Coke, but okay.
But yeah, I say all this to say that ranch flavored ice cream wouldn't be alone when it comes to weird ice cream flavors that people partake in. So although I won't be trying none of them, well, I'll be trying this one for the sake of our the pod. But most times or most cases, I wouldn't just be like going to the store. I want something sweet. Yeah, let me get some ranch flavored ice cream. Like this going.
Two of the flavors in Dr. Pepper is cola and cherry. Two of the flavors. And that's a whole bunch of other stuff too. God damn.
Some shit that you don't recognize.
Cola, cherry, licorice, amaretto, parentheses almond, vanilla, blackberry, apricot, blackberry, caramel, pepper, anise, sarsaparilla, ginger, molasses, lemon, plum, orange, nutmeg, cardamom, allspice, coriander, juniper, birch, and prickly ash.
Prickly ash?
Yeah, that's the last thing it says.
What's that? A cigarette?
I don't know what prickly ash is. I'm about to Google that next.
Prickly ash. You want cigarette flavored cola and shit?
Oh, it's actually a plant.
Oh, prickly ash.
It's a plant.
Okay.
Once
I
I
never heard
every day, prickly ash. But reading that, you would have been like, "What the fuck are they putting in Dr. Pepper?"
Hey, ranch flavor ice cream coming. You want it, you go get it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be plenty of weirdos go out and eat it. We're gonna be a part of those weirdos crew to at least try it out. We did the fucking hot chip. Why not? We did the hot chip.
Y'all was stupid for that shit.
Hold on, you heard? Imagine hot chip ice cream. That flavor.
They might do that shit too. They
That-
got
yeah.
they got the hot version of everything else. So why not have a hot version of ice cream?
But yeah, there's no coming back from that. I think that'll be the worst because the ice cream's meant cold, but it's gonna be hot. Yeah, there's no coming back. It's over.
Yeah.
No cooling down.
So what I do for some like if I was y'all ass, so I give y'all the hot chip, but then give y'all the ice cream, but change the label, and then give y'all the hot chip ice cream and shit. So as you try to cool your mouth down, you start killing the hot chip ice cream. Yo, talk about torture.
Bro, that day was torture. It just kept burning. It wouldn't stop. The burn wouldn't stop.
But we're gonna see. When it come out, y'all, we're gonna taste it. We'll let y'all know firsthand if it's good or not.
Yep. Probably not, but probably good with some buffalo wings. A bad mix of hot and cold, but it might be good with the buffalo wings.
Potato chips. No, it might be good.
Mhm.
We gonna see.
Definitely. Now let's get into the president that got away. My guy Bernie Sanders, who's still a senator. He
Yeah.
wants to introduce a Paid Teachers Act legislation that will guarantee public school teachers annual salaries of $60K a year.
Starting at $60K.
Yes. At $60K is the starting, and then they work their way up because there's higher salaries, but this website I got has the top 10 average teacher salary, and only one surpassed $60K. Maryland's average teacher salary is $61,254. And that's the only one over $60K.
The average in New York, I think it's like 40.
Oh,
45.
according to this website, New York is 57,919 the third.
57?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
The average salary for a teacher in New York is 57.
I mean, cost of living is extremely high in New York, but that's not.
That's what the teachers who getting beat up are getting paid.
Yeah, that's the teachers getting beat up, fighting students. They get 57. But that's the thing. Like, I think depending on your demographic, and again, statewide, starting at $60K is not bad. And then how many students you got that's about their life should also affect like where how much you get your salary. When you go to a school and you go to these inner city schools, these underachieving schools that need a lot of help with students that need a lot of assistance, should be like, look, we're gonna start you with $60K, and every month or every child that's still on you, you get a $1,000 bonus for every time you get punched in the face.
These teachers gonna be antagonizing these students. Like, I wish you would hit me. He ain't gonna hit me. He gonna get punched in the face by a student.
Yeah, every time you get threatened by a student, that's $1,000 bonus and shit like that. I ain't mad at Bernie again. Like John, you said, the president that got away. Of course, they call Bernie a communist and a socialist. Bernie just trying to fix America, man.
Yeah, Bernie was a good guy, man. Bernie should have been
twice.
Yeah. Listen.
He should be on his he should be on his second term right now.
Yeah, technically, he should be on his second term on his way out, and I think we would be in better shape if Bernie was president, in my opinion. I think Trump was very entertaining. He was,
Right.
you may not like him, but he's the most entertaining president we ever had. And then the regime behind him is just bad.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
The president we got now, unfortunately,
Oh my Jesus.
is a class act in lesser terms.
I thought him and his wife are really planning a second term.
The crazy thing about America is, what's the alternative?
Yeah, there's no alternative. Bernie can't run because it has to be someone from the Republican side has to run.
They ain't go right, and they never gonna give Bernie the Democratic seat.
They should have. I don't know. I think even though Joe Biden won, and there's been speculations, he cheated or whatnot. I think there would have been no conversation or speculation of cheating if Bernie had ran against Trump. I think Bernie would have won, and people were like, Bernie got that.
Because again, Bernie's that one elected official, regardless of what side. Yeah, everybody has that beef about every president-elect. I think Bernie's was that guy that we all can meet in the middle with, like, all right, collectively, whether you Republican, Democratic, Independent, if Bernie is the person that got the seat, I think majority of people would be like, okay, let's see how it goes.
I think Bernie, even though he's considered the left, I think he's a little closer to the middle than like being like more.
That's why they call him a socialist. That's why they call him a socialist, because he's definitely not conservative, but he's definitely not a Democrat. Like his views on the law don't really fit under either one of the umbrellas. Although he would have to pick one of those parties to run under.
Yeah, of course, because there's only been one president that won that wasn't Democrat.
Yeah, if you ain't running under those parties, you ain't getting no fucking presidency. It's just that's just what.
Right.
So
actually, he wanted to run independently, but again, there's only been one president, so he chose Democrat. So he chose, I'm gonna run Democrat. So
that's the only way you're gonna get into presidency at this moment. And Bernie, again, they consider him a socialist because he wanted to take from the rich, and he wanted to make everybody equal, and he want to make pays fair. They're like, no, get your communist socialist ass out of here. We not ever having you here, you Mr. Goody Two Shoes and shit, trying to do right by people. Look at you trying to make America great for the first time. Not again. Finally. Make America great finally, because America ain't never had a moment when it's been fucking great. I think only time America was great when the indigenous people was here by themselves and nobody was fucking with them. That's when America was great, because the people that was here was living their peaceful lives, thriving off the land. So that's when America was good. Since the colonizers came here, America ain't been good for nobody. So Bernie would have potentially got us to a point where we could say, we made America good finally. Shout out to my nigga Bernie, man.
Shout out to Bernie, man. But I guess, it just ain't work out that way, man.
And them teachers ain't gonna get no money either.
It's crazy. His state, because he's a senator for Vermont. His state is in the bottom 10 bracket. They have the ninth lowest salary at $38,000.
But it's also cost of living, though. Ain't nobody living in no fucking Vermont.
And the lowest annual salary for teacher is Montana with $34,000.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to Montana or Vermont. Like, ain't nobody going over there building a mall and shit. Like, come on, man. So yeah, cost of living in New York State, 60 is fair. It should at least be a high 70, especially you dealing with these young motherfuckers that be really like putting hands on teachers and shit. This generation,
the salary ain't high, but that's where you want to go teach at. You don't got to deal with athletics. Go out there, teach, make your money.
Right, man. Shit, I look, working in the school, I'm in an elementary school, and half these motherfuckers bigger than me. I'm looking at them like, boy, you in 7th grade. How you a full man? When your puberty gonna start? Cause nigga, you like you huge, bro. Like you niggas is looking like adults. And this is elementary school.
That's crazy, man.
Motherfucker, yo, I'm telling you, last week,
Stuff in that food, man.
yo, nigga, last week we was in the gym. Shorty was in 6th grade. I'm like, who is this man? One of the staff, like, he a student here. I said, man, check that man's ID. I know he got a driver's license. He big as hell. Playing ball.
Shit, people think Dorian is older than I.
I'm like, yo, this nigga.
Look how tall Dorian is and how big.
And I'm pretty sure I saw Buddy riding a forklift because they were doing construction outside of our building first. I know he was out there. I saw him. I ain't go. I saw the nigga out there doing construction. Big ass niggas, man.
From that stuff. And the food, man. But crazy story coming out of Mexico. Crazy. That story is crazy. I don't know what you said. It just leaked out. But crazy story out of Mexico. 4 Americans kidnapped, 2 were killed. And then in the midst of that, the cartel wrote basically a statement like, we sorry, they messed up, there was mistaken identity. And with the statement, they got like all 5 dudes that's supposedly, allegedly involved in the kidnapping and killing, and had them tied up, laid out for the Mexican authorities to get them. Crazy. That's just some crazy stuff.
So just left them out there like, look, we fucked up. They bad. Here you go. Take them. They fucked up.
Yeah, I feel like that tells you who really be running. Like when it comes down to it, who runs that country.
Well, they tell you all the time, places like Mexico, fucking DR, Cuba, like all these places, these considered third world places, the fucking the cartels, the gangs, they run the fucking country. What was that not too long ago where the fucking president had got murked? And I think in one of those African countries or some shit. His family.
It's Haiti.
Yeah, right, in Haiti.
It's Haiti. The president was assassinated in Haiti.
Yo, these motherfuckers don't play. They don't play. That's why you go to these countries, stay your ass at the resorts, be a fucking tourist, and stay where it's safe. Don't be out here. Oh, I got him. My homie told me about this place.
But they went down there because she was having surgery. She was getting a BBL.
She went to go get
trying to do
something on her body done. She was supposed to go get something on her body done.
Trying to rush the process, skip the process. Probably went to some local ass hospital outside of the safe zone.
You think they made it to the hospital?
No, I'm saying they was, in order for her to get surgery, they had to be in places amongst the regular folks. And therefore, that's why they get mixed up and have the mistaken identity, because y'all ain't in the safe space where y'all supposed to be going to these foreign countries you know nothing about.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in America, most of the time, something might happen to you, but you walk down the wrong neighborhood, and certain people outside, they look at you like, who's this person out the neighborhood?
But you're in the wrong neighborhood.
You know what I'm saying? You're in the wrong neighborhood, but good chances are, maybe something happens to you, nothing happens to you, you have better chances of, getting off the block, making the left turn, right turn, off this. In these countries, you end up in the wrong area. Everyone's looking at you like, okay, who's that?
That's what I'm saying. But even if you run into the wrong block here, we don't run anything. There's no control. Like the niggas that's the thugs, they don't run those blocks. They don't own those blocks. The cartel runs the fucking government.
Yeah, they basically I'm pretty sure they help facilitate who
Yeah, that's what I'm
gets
saying.
into office and who don't.
Yeah, they run that shit. So when motherfuckers get hit out there, they really have a control if it's gonna be something. Like them giving up the guys was them being generous because they trying to keep the peace. They like, yeah, they fucked up. Here y'all go. Here's a
There's a little of that, and they ain't trying to get extradited. They don't want America coming over extraditing them, throwing them in American jail.
It's a bargaining chip. Like, let's keep this hush. We fucked up.
This is the one where we fucked
bad.
up. Yeah, we fucked up. Our bad. Here
you go. In America, you ain't got the fucking gang. The Crips ain't got that fucking power. They kill some niggas. They be like, yo, here they go. Hey, bygones be bygones. No, we ain't got no fucking power. Them boys coming and getting everybody.
Yep, that Rico dropped down.
Hey, Rico getting everybody.
Rico get everybody.
Ain't no Rico working in no fucking Mexico. They gonna kill the fucking police. Nigga, are you crazy?
Yeah, there's definitely no Rico out there. That's what I'm saying. The only time is when America sends a DEA and they do like
they start
force or some shit, and they work together and they go get somebody. They're like, nah, we ain't having America come over here. We're gonna just.
But then again, in order to do that, they have to bring military forces. These ain't just no fucking blue and white, some motherfucking niggas working a beat. These trained like motherfuckers that got to go over here and do this work.
So
that shit is different. It's different, man.
They be killing police officers left and right. Like, police officers really got to walk around, pull safeties on, eyes covered, everything just to do their job.
Exactly. That ass. Whole niggas got sunglasses on, so motherfucker can't even see your pupils. So they're like, oh, I know that face. Like, from this,
I know that face. Like, oh, I know someone that knows someone that knows where you from, where you stay.
And they going to kill your whole fucking family.
So this is what it is. So they basically was traveling from California all the way into Mexico City. It's right across the border from Texas. As soon as they entered the city of Mexico, which the name of the city is basically it's like as soon as they cross over from Texas. So it's not even fully
right off the border.
Right. It's not even fully into Mexico. They didn't drive more than 5-10 minutes in Mexico when the cartel pulled them over thinking they were the human traffickers they were looking for. Because that's the way of human trafficking. And so once they pulled them over, they took them in, and that's when they realized it wasn't days later, the actual human traffickers came through, and then that's why they let them go.
Now, again, how is it that the Mexican cartel is guarding the border of your fucking country?
Right? Well, they're the ones that, are they the ones trafficking? That's crazy.
Well, they say in that particular way we're for human trafficking. So that's where
that particular road that they came in through.
It's not like the border of.
Yeah, but again, if you crossing from America to Mexico, their government, along with our government, leaving here, there's some type of law enforcement within that area. Because there's no way for you to legally cross into Mexico or illegally cross into Mexico and then be straight once you get over there. Like, oh yeah, I came into Mexico this way. If you using the back streets, then you're illegally going to this country, so you already fucking up. It seems as though they went into Mexico legally.
They did.
But then once they got over there within 5 or 10 miles, the cartel was watching motherfuckers coming into their country.
Yeah, basically. They was the one who's on patrol making sure people ain't doing this without the cartel.
Who's coming now? It might been they watching because this human trafficking shit is going on. But again, they have the power to be sitting back and facilitating who's coming in and out of the country.
Right.
That just shows you
how it was an unidentified car, so it was probably like a regular Mexican car.
A regular vehicle they never seen and shit. And like the police, they like, we gonna stop these motherfuckers. Oh, they look like the people we're looking for.
Right.
Stay your ass out of these countries. Fly in and go to a fucking resort.
Again, if you can't afford BBLs and stuff in the United States, or you don't like the codes that they have, which the codes are up to the standard and it's for safety issues.
You get to take a little bit more fat in other countries.
Personally, I feel like you should not be going to these.
Now,
countries.
the woman that was getting the BBL, she got killed?
Yeah, was it 3 guys and a female? It was 3 guys and a female. One guy died, 1 female died, and the other 2 still alive.
Right.
But
no brainer.
Once since we're on this topic, I had something much further in the rundown. I'm gonna move it up to this because it all coincides with each other. The president of Mexico said it's safe to come to Mexico and that Mexico is safer than the United States of America. Fact
I believe
or
it.
fiction? You believe it?
I believe anywhere but America is safer, especially for Black people.
Okay, so you think Mexico is safer than America?
I'll because I'm American, so through that I'm gonna say yes. I feel safer in Mexico. I mean, I feel safer in America because I know the land. I know the subliminal racism. Like I'm here. I feel it. I know it. But I think it's a lot of not only Mexico, but I think there's a lot of places that we look at as beneath America, considered a third world country. I see a lot of Black people leaving America for opportunities and panning out, having great lives. So just like America, certain places that you don't go to, but I think as a Black person, America is the most unsafe place to be.
Okay. I can see why. Also, I can see why he made that statement. I feel like I could be wrong. I know the crime rate is definitely high in Mexico or whatnot. But one thing I probably could say is maybe it's so controlled by the cartels. Usually the violence is like, I feel like they don't really miss their targets. They get the miscellaneous crimes that take place is probably not as high as other places because if the cartel don't give you the go of you go do some shit and they go, that's who you go most likely gonna be answering to. Depending on what you do, that's probably who you're not gonna answer to the police.
Right, ain't no due process. You fucked up. You touched the wrong person. You did a crime that caused too much attention. Ain't no due process going to jail. They gonna handle your ass.
I got some stacks for y'all asses.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe in that way, that's probably why, because there's more. The cartel has way more control of what crimes take place.
Right.
But
I got some stacks for your asses.
What stats you got?
I got the stacks of the crime in Mexico versus United States.
Okay.
As of 2023, these are the crime age of crime responsibility. Mexico is ranked 6th, so is America.
Okay.
Crime level in Mexico is 57%, ranked 28th, and United States is 55%, ranked 30th.
Okay.
Cannibal use, meaning eating human people.
Cannibalism.
Yes, is 1.2 in Mexico and 13.7 here.
Crazy. Psychotic motherfuckers here.
That is
murder rate in Mexico is 15. The murder rate here is 5. Murders with firearms per million is 24.42, ranked 12th in Mexico. In United States is 32.57, ranked 10th, and 33% more than Mexico. Rape rate is 13.2 in Mexico, 27.3.
Nut ass niggas.
Total crimes in Mexico, 1.52 million. In United States, 11.88.
Meaning America fucking sucks. Take your chances in another country.
Yeah, but at least But again,
But see, and
it's dangerous.
she
But
brought
you can walk. It's certain, like, even if you're in the wrong neighborhood, you still have a better chance of survival in the wrong neighborhood in America than a third world country.
But see, listen, the murder rate in Mexico is higher, and it should be, because in America, you get innocent until proven guilty. Mexico, we don't have time for that, brother. Ain't no lawyers. We gonna handle it. Ain't no going to jail. We're going to handle it. You ain't no fucking going to shoot up a school and going and getting the police
arrested
and seeking counseling. Man, they're gonna make an example out of you.
I feel like that only happens. I feel like school shootings only happen.
Shit like that. That ain't rocking.
I think it's only outside America. It's probably happened in a couple of places, but the rate it happens in America doesn't happen nowhere else.
I'm saying crimes like that only happen in places like that's well-off countries. So yes, you'll see that here in America. You'll see that in the better parts of Europe. You'll see that in the better parts of Spain and places like that where the economy is great. Rape, shit like that. Fucking those mass shootings, shit like that. All of that shit happens in those countries that's well off. In Mexico.
You know what's crazy? I just posted something up. This is as of 20. This is from this basically says
Mexico, mass shootings in the world.
Yeah, with the most school shootings total incidents from January 2009 May to 2018 CNN. United States 288 from that 09 to 2018. Mexico 8, South Africa 6, Nigeria and Pakistan tied at 4, Afghanistan with 3, Brazil, Canada, and France tied with 2, and then a place in China, I can't pronounce that. Estonia, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Kenya, Russia, and Turkey all got tied with 1.
Because in these countries they don't fucking play.
Also, Europe has way more stricter gun laws than it does in America.
And again, they have stricter laws, period.
Right.
Ain't no life. Your ass is you getting the death penalty. And then before you die, they're gonna fucking punish you.
Right.
They're gonna torture you. You can't go shoot up a school in these countries and play mentally ill. They're gonna take you in front of the town square, and everybody that has something to do with it or her family tied to that, they are gonna do you dirty. America is with the due process and all this legality and shit. These other countries, no. He did what? Mass pedophile.
And that's the whole thing, is that when you think safe, it's just not about gun use or killing. It's about, again, cannibalism. What the fuck is? I didn't even know cannibalism was something that we even enter into the database for
to keep track of and shit. That shows you how much is happening.
Right, and that's crazy. In United States, cannibalism?
Yeah.
Like, so now I gotta be scared of a motherfucker eating me? Like, this is not even like I'm laughing, but it's not a joke. And then rape being so high in the United States. It's crazy to me.
Because that's a privilege. Those are all privileged crimes.
Sheesh.
Right.
Because again, you see
rape and you're out within 5-6 years.
Exactly. Privileged crimes. In these countries, you do that shit, they cutting your joint off.
Right.
They're gonna kill you in front of everybody. They don't play in these other places.
Right.
That's a privileged crime. Cannibalism, a privileged crime. These places is not having it.
No, you're right.
So that's why America can get away with shit like that. Of course, the murder rate is higher in these countries. Yes, because they nipping shit in the bud. You did what? Yeah. Take that man or woman or they or whatever. They got to go.
Right.
Go everywhere else. America sucks.
I mean that, but let's be honest. When that thing happened with the girl the basketball player who
Brittany Griner.
right. We were like, oh, they overreacting. No, they don't play about their laws and regulations. They do not care how
no
you
sympathy,
feel.
Yeah, no sympathy for none of that.
Fucking
yeah, I don't care who you are over there.
Right. You fucking these are our laws.
Yeah.
You did not obey by them, you're gonna do the time. And that's what it is. And that's where people don't understand. We have this concept, but it's not that serious. It was that fucking serious for Russia.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So you can't get mad. Just gotta learn the laws, and you gotta again. These are third world countries, so when you go there, you gotta keep in mind.
You learn the law of the land.
You to all these jewelry, these gold, these diamonds, and all this shit. You expect them to steal from you,
but you know,
here will steal from you.
No, but you go there as an entitled American, expecting the same privileges from that country that you'll get in those countries. Expecting the laws, and you looking at their laws like, oh, this shit is stupid. This shit is this. They doing this. Like, yo, if you gonna go over there, respect this land, respect them laws, or you gonna have your ass, you're gonna be in some trouble. If you respect the laws over there, you Gucci.
What I'm saying is, you get robbed here wearing diamonds and gold chains. What makes you think you go to a third world country, your ass won't get robbed and killed over there? Come on, that's stupid. Y'all just blatantly being dumb and want to pull that country out for what?
Overall, crimes happen everywhere. But I think for the most part, late night.
We are the
you'd rather walk down a block in America than walking down the wrong block in Mexico.
Yeah, look, I might walk down the wrong block in Mexico, and me being a black man, yo, fucking America, bro. Nigga be like, hey, come. Don't come back over here, but go this way. Go that way. But I'm out. Thank you. America, nigga, come here, boy. Come here, boy. He's like, yo, I'm out now.
You're right. They turn parents and shit.
Right. What you doing over here? I never seen you before.
Right.
Come here.
Let me see your license. Let me see what you.
No, I'll take my chance in these other countries. I'm American, but I think I'll strive in another country. I'll just respect the law. You know, you gotta respect the land. You gotta do your research. You gotta know where you at. You guys gotta know where you at.
Sometimes you might take a wrong turn. You're just enjoying the beautiful weather. I know it's beautiful out there. You know, you're walking around. I know you're on your P's and Q's, but you take a wrong turn. Like, you read the fucking, the address wrong. Like, oh, damn.
And the best thing about making a wrong turn, you can turn around.
All I'm saying is, after reading these statistics, now I'm going to be walking around the United States looking like he could be a man eater. He can be a fucking cannibal.
Right, cannibalist and shit.
Right, now I'm scared. Now I'm even more scared to be here. Shit. Just being honest.
That's crazy, but crazy stuff. In other news, something positive. Jonathan Majors is on the tear, man. He's on everything. He's one of those.
Jonathan Majors is cooking, man.
One of them that is on everything, and he's set to play Dennis Rodman. I think that's a perfect casting. I don't know. I think that was perfect.
I saw somebody said the nigga Jonathan Majors is 5'11", Dennis Rodman is 6'7". How the fuck he gonna play Dennis Rodman?
It's not that many people walking around 6'7" that's acting, so
right.
you gotta work with what you got.
Right.
Obviously, they're gonna do shit with the camera. They're gonna make him look taller.
They're gonna make him look taller, of course. Everybody else in the film gonna be 5'4", right. So he gonna look. They gonna get. They're gonna bring the rim down, make the court look smaller. They're gonna get athletes that's 5'8", so he gonna look bigger and shit. They gonna work it, make him look larger than what he is. I just think I just like Jonathan Majors right now. Like, I just like him a lot, and I'm happy to see him do so many diverse roles. Like, he's not. I'm still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no offense to Michael B. Jordan.
Sure. He about to say something.
But Michael B. Jordan is Michael B. Jordan in every movie.
Oh, that's how you feeling? Michael B. Jordan in every movie?
There's not much, or at least the roles. Okay, so the roles Michael B. Jordan has taken doesn't have much range. A lot of people say the same thing about Denzel, whereas Denzel being Denzel, although can't nobody do Denzel, and Denzel is the great. But
That's what I'm saying.
this is
I
what
don't
people
know.
say.
Denzel be killing his role.
So that's what I'm saying. Denzel kills it, but that's why I spoke on Michael B. Jordan. The characters he's played is ultimately been the same character with different names. And I think they all versions of Michael B. Jordan. Very emotional. He always plays a guy that's like just a hothead. You know what I'm saying? He has a particular type of character that he's cast for. And that could be just the way he's been cast as a particular person. You get what I'm saying? But with Jonathan Major, in such a short time, he's done a spectrum of roles, and none of those characters are nowhere the same. So I'm still, in regards to his acting, I'm still trying to figure out who he is as an actor, because he's done so much, and it's still young. He's still like fresh in his resume or whatever. I can't say like, oh yeah, that's Jonathan Majors yet. Like, you can say like that's Denzel being Denzel. Like, it's
Do you think it
Denzel.
also plays a role, like, Michael B. Jordan, like when certain actors start getting multiple roles, you know what I'm trying to say? And usually like Michael B. Jordan for the most part is in blockbuster movies.
Right.
You get like blockbuster
Yeah,
roles and stuff
and
like
that's
that.
true too. Because again, with the blockbusters, they expect you to be you. There's not much range in the characters, but you can have range. You can't, as an actor, be like, I want to try something. I want to expand my palette. And so him playing Dennis Rodman will be totally different than any of the roles that we've seen him play in such, in his short career. When it comes to Jonathan Major. So like, that's what I'm saying. I ain't seen Michael B. Jordan do something that's out of the realm of Michael B. Jordan.
So when he did Fruitful Station, you didn't think that was out of his?
That was early Michael B. Jordan. I mean, Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
And again,
that was a good movie.
That great movie. Love that movie. But that is a young Michael B. Jordan. Like, that is
that's before he transitioned to A-list celebrity Michael B. Jordan.
That character is another version of Michael B. Jordan. There's not much range from who he is, other characters that he's done. Like, Killmonger probably the most range, but even then, it's like, it ain't the greatest of range. I'm looking for, and I'm not trying to shit on Michael B. Jordan, because I like everything he's for the most part done. I've enjoyed it. Just, I like where Jonathan Majors is when he's trying to he's stepping in roles that's much different. He's done the Western. He's doing Dennis Rodman. He's fucking in Marvel. He's fucking like, he's Kane. He did the other shit, the show he was out on HBO.
Country, something country.
I used to love that fucking show.
You see on HBO, that something country, it's country in the
it's country is the second part of it and shit. But he's just done a vast. He was just the Aviator. He just done a variety of roles, and I'm happy to see a young actor still
Overcraft Country. Oh, Lovecraft Country. Lovecraft Country.
That's what it's called.
Lovecraft Country.
He's done a range of shit, and I just like where he's going. I want to see him continue to just push the envelope continue to do these diverse roles. And I think if he continues with that, he'll have a long and fruitful career.
Well, shout out to Jonathan
And
Majors.
again, I want to see that 48 in Vegas. We all heard about the 48 hours in Vegas. Mike now, playoffs. Rodman said
well, it might have a little bit of basketball in it. Thinking about it might have
because again,
not too much.
This is in the NBA Finals where Rodman had to go. He needed 48 hours. So they might have a Phil Jackson lookalike in that motherfucker. They might have a brief Michael Jordan lookalike in that motherfucker.
Well, Michael Jordan's definitely going to be, well, not Michael Jordan, but there's definitely going to be a character, a portrayal of Michael Jordan.
A character cameo and shit. So,
remember, he's the one who went and got him. He was the one who went and got him.
They had to go get him.
Yeah, it was Jordan that went and got him.
Everybody want to see what that 48 hours was like. I think that shit is gonna be wild. It's gonna be fast paced, and that shit gonna be good, man.
Has Dennis Rodman ever talked about that 48 hours?
They talk about it because
he ever talked about it?
They talk about it. Him, Mike, all of them. Because with the Last Dance, it was one of the conversations.
He talked about it. He didn't really get into detail what he was doing. But
right. But that's what I'm saying. They never go into depth about it, and so I'm hoping that they bring Dennis Rodman in. The actual Dennis Rodman.
You're gonna exaggerate some stories and make it.
Yeah, of course they're gonna exaggerate.
Dennis Rodman character.
I feel like Jonathan Majors should be sitting with Dennis Rodman right now, picking his brain, living with him and shit, just trying to soak up as much of Dennis he could, just so he can bring that character full circle. Because Dennis Rodman is an icon in American pop culture and shit. Fucking. At that time, he was with, I think he was with Carmen Electra.
Yes, he was. He was with Carmen Electra, yeah.
So they're going to have a fake big titty Carmen Electra and shit. Like, man, that shit going to be fire.
Well, can't wait for that movie to come out. Definitely a movie.
That shit only going to be like an hour 15 and shit. That shit going to be short as hell, but it's going to be like, yo, that shit was wild as hell.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Shout out to Jonathan Majors, man.
Shout out to Jonathan Majors. Let's get into a story that we covered maybe episodes ago. I don't know how many episodes ago, but a 6-year-old got a hold of a gun and ended up shooting his teacher. Yeah. But now they're saying the 6-year-old won't be charged with shooting his teacher. Good move or bad move? I know it's a 6-year-old. Huh?
Sabrina was talking about this the other day. She said, lock his little ass up.
I don't know, man. It seems crazy.
My whole biggest thing was the fact that a 6-year-old, out of anger, thought is to go get a gun and shoot his teacher. That's wild right there.
Yeah, I was saying like the thought process in that, right? As a 6-year-old's like, okay, go get a gun and able to really.
Right, to fire a gun. His ass definitely got some mental issues. The fact that they not charging him isn't going to get him the help that he needs. At first, because I'm like, you can't. I was even like, you can't charge a 6-year-old. You know what I'm saying? He's a 6-year-old. You can't charge him.
He's 6, like.
Yeah, you can't charge him because he's a minor. But at the same token, I'm just hoping he get put in some type of fucking facility to assist him, because like I said, 6-year-old, my train of thought is never I'm gonna go shoot my teacher, and then having the power to actually like what this little nigga done seen. To be able to put together a gun, cock and load that shit and fire it.
That's an advanced 6-year-old, but he definitely
this is why I said they should charge him, only to get him the help that he needs.
Right.
It should not be a charge of jail with adults, but it should be a charge of.
I still think they're gonna force him to go. I think he's still gonna get help. I think it's like a mandatory thing. I still think they're gonna be
they have to, because again, you can't just be like, oh, we're not gonna charge him, and then send him about his way. He go back to school and said he back in the first grade, fucking shit up. Like, yeah, y'all see what I do. Next nigga touch my applesauce. Chitty chitty bang bang.
Yo,
I dare teacher tell me to line up.
Yeah, the thought process is the scary part for a 6-year-old. Now, he's still a 6-year-old, but
Right.
is that thought process that
told me to put my head down. What you mean put my head down? Now I'm about to put your head down.
But yeah, hopefully that child gets the help that he deserves and help him move forward.
That's strong. I don't know. Niggas saying, yo, go to a gun range and just get a fucking, you can have a little deuce. You can have a 38. It takes some force to pull a trigger. That shit ain't no water gun.
So I was saying, and I don't think when he fired the gun, I don't know what caliber gun it was, but I think when he fired the gun, he fired it like he know what he was doing.
Right.
Like he fired it. It wasn't no like someone that never handled a gun shoots a gun for the first time and shit falls out their hands or cocks them in their face, and it's like, oh.
And again, to fire a gun, guns have weight. So he had to know what the fuck he was doing in order to properly fire a gun and not hurt himself or hurt anybody else.
Not only that,
he shot the teacher. She's the only one that got hurt.
No, I'm saying like he meant to hit her.
Mm-hmm. But he's saying hit like he hit his target. He didn't hit nobody else.
Right. Exactly.
So here's a little background on the kid. He has an acute disability, and he is not allowed to attend the school without one of his parents. That particular day, he showed up without the parent, and the teacher was warned the school 3 times that he had a gun on him, and they kept saying
the nigga regularly kept a gun on him.
So yeah, and so they kept saying, "Well, we'll search the bag. We'll search the bag. It's almost the end of the day." And that's when he waited. She searched the bag at 12:30. She didn't find it. And one of the students told her he has it in his pants. And she was like, but he's so small. And she was like, okay.
So you don't see it.
Right. So maybe she was like, okay, maybe I'm just like going crazy.
Right.
Then again, one of the students came up to her and said, he showed it to me. And then she went to the principal, and the principal was like, the day is almost over. We don't care. Just dismiss him. Right. And as she went to go dismiss him, he shot her.
Said, gotcha, bitch.
But he does have an acute disability. It doesn't say what disability he has.
But I'm saying, but it seemed like he spent the whole day at the school without his parent. And if he's supposed to be there with them, they should have had his ass in the office somewhere, like, and calling parent. Like, you guys need to be here with him. We can't put him in the classroom. Like, it's like the kids that have IEPs, the kids that have learning disabilities. They have the teacher, the assistant, the parents, right? They can't be by themselves.
So basically, there's a whole bunch of fuck ups overall.
Yeah. So like the fact that he showed up by himself, and then they like, oh, okay, well, your parent or person can come today. All right, still go to class. No, they should have been calling. Why are you not here today? You do know he can't attend without.
Again, I just feel like at this point, it seems like he was carrying that gun around all day, like all day. So what was his intention? And his
intention was to pop that bitch.
But was it just to pop her? Was it to?
No, it was. His intention was to everybody else. Everybody else got shot.
He came direct. He came with the one mission. I'm going to shoot her. Or was it a male or female teacher?
It was a female teacher.
I came to school to shoot her. They told the kids telling the staff, this is what's happening. They all negligent and was like, okay, we threw the day, nothing happened.
But see, again, in the article, it says around 1 o'clock, another teacher reported that the boy has shown a child the gun and threatened to shoot him if he told.
And so at that point, I work in a school. They shut the whole shit down.
Right.
They shut the whole school down.
But because it was so close to the end of the day, they didn't want to shut it down.
No, but you don't do that. That's why I say they were negligent because it don't matter. If a stranger get in the building, they go into lockdown until they're able to identify that person. A threat like that, locked down. That school was completely negligent, and her family should be suing the shit out of them.
Well, we shall see how that all plays
They
out.
don't
We
take
keep an eye on it.
none of that serious.
We definitely keep an eye on it. Now let's get into another story, which I found this story ain't as crazy as the story we just talked about, but this story is funny crazy. Like it shit made me laugh. It's hilarious. So Tiger Woods is being sued by his ex-girlfriend because she's suing him for $30 million because Shorty basically Tiger Woods and his team's like, yo, go on a vacation by yourself. Relax. Do you go on vacation? See when you get back. She went on vacation. When she came back, they done changed the locks. So she couldn't get back in the crib, and that's basically how he broke up. According to her, that's how he broke up with his ex-girlfriend that's now suing him. I found the story hilarious.
Unfortunately, it's her name on their lease or a house, or ain't no lease. It's fucking Tiger Woods. So
probably not. Tiger Woods, like.
Yeah, so I'm not saying it's her name on the deed or anything.
Probably not.
What does she own? Although it was handled in poor taste, it's his property.
But there's also squatter laws.
And where are they in regards to where they live? Squatter law is, again, there is laws in regards to residency, whereas no matter where you at, you got to give somebody 30-day notice or some type of notice.
All right.
So yes, he fucked up in that regard, but is that?
Oh, she's saying there was a verbal agreement between her and Tiger Woods.
Yeah, she shouldn't say stuff like that because that's gonna bite her in the ass.
Why would it bite her in the ass?
Allegedly, that she had a 5-year oral tenancy agreement with the trust to stay in the house. They lived together for 6 years.
Again, her saying I have a verbal agreement that will never stand in court. So her best bet is he illegally evicted me because based on the law of this, whatever state they in, this is the law in regards to residency.
Yeah, if he ain't signed nothing, it's over.
Show me that verbal agreement law because, again,
I watched Judge Judy. And
it's not what you say, it's what you can prove.
Yes, it's
so
her word versus his word.
She recorded that verbal agreement is hearsay.
Yeah, even with that, we all know that's Tiger Woods' crib. His golf money bought that crib.
Exactly, because then it becomes, well, how can you afford to live here? Now you get into her income and how she makes her money.
Verbal contracts, sometimes called handshake agreements, are legal binding with a small number of exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
What is a verbal?
Be able to prove it. I'm pretty sure it's legal if you could prove that there was a handshake.
A verbal contract is a type of agreement between two or more parties that is made through spoken words rather than a written document.
Right.
What makes a contract legally binding? A binding agreement must include the following: an offer, an acceptance of the offers, and a law-abiding purpose. Law-abiding consideration. The terms must be certain. All parties must agree their own free will.
So how does she prove that?
When a verbal contract is not legal, it's provided that the basic foundation of binding contract are in place, where the contract entails transferring or selling real estate, sale of goods, marital and divorce agreements, when the contract will take more than 1 year to complete, if the contract terms go beyond the lifespan of any other parties. So that's when it's not legal.
So again, she has to be able to prove that they have a verbal agreement, because I'm pretty sure he can prove that I have a lease, I have a deed, this shit is in my name, if we had an agreement, then why would I go
The
and
only,
get this?
the only thing I say is these girls nowadays are not stupid, Devin. So she could have took out her phone and recorded or something.
Right. So that's what I'm
And then
saying.
that's a verbal.
Right.
That's not a contract
That's-
because
that's-
it's not written.
That's exactly what I said. What do she have to prove that she has that? If she has audio, then that's an agreement because she has audio of them talking about their legal agreement. And then at that point, he's now illegally removed her from her home, and she has the grounds for a suit. She going for 36. She knows she ain't gonna get 36. So therefore, it's like I'm gonna go high and I'm gonna settle out, and this motherfucker gonna pay me something because he put me out, and I'm gonna take that little 10, and now I'm gonna go live the life I want. Because I'm gonna be petty because he threw me out and shit.
This is what happens when you choose white women. This is what happens. It comes to bite you in your
That's
ass
true.
every time.
Tiger does love the whites. He loved the whites. So it is Tiger already got enough drama with women. He don't need no more drama with white women. He don't need nothing else and shit. But Shorty knows she ain't gonna get no 36. She ain't get 36 regardless. If she even got audio, she ain't gonna get 36.
No, she ain't get 30.
Yeah,
But
well, if she got proof, she got
something.
proof. But what are the chances
She gonna
that
walk. Yeah, she gonna walk away with something because again, it's better to just settle these shits and move out the way. Tiger gonna be like, okay, give her some. Go ahead, go wire her something so she can leave me alone, and we'd be done with this shit. So this one need to be a conversation in another month or two.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
She ain't nobody. She's a white woman that he likes.
I think his other wife, his wife was somebody like in the upper like white community and shit like that.
The upper white community.
Yeah, because you got the upper, you got lower, and then you got middle class whites. People don't like to talk about it, but that's the damn truth. You know how many? You know, I've seen white people move into this area, and I'm like, damn, y'all must be the lower class white people.
No, they just the smart ones.
Are they really?
Yeah, they the smart ones because our ass ain't gonna be here much longer.
Oh, okay.
Gentrify.
Let's get into Desmond's big academics. He seems to know every
Big
now and
AK.
then.
Big
He
AK.
every now and then gets into it with somebody, maybe a rapper or someone, personality. He seems to, every now and then go on his live stream, drink his honey, go on a rant, and he goes, he does his rant. His most recent person that he is going, I'm not gonna say go toe to toe with because haven't seen Metro Boomin basically respond yet, other than him posting on the academics page like "Don't post me." But academics is going at it with Metro Boomin. What's your overall thoughts on the situation?
Again, Metro didn't even say nothing crazy though. Metro
Yeah,
just said,
it sounded like a polite. Unless there's something behind the scenes that we don't.
Unless
know
there's
about.
something else going on. Metro said, please don't post me. Don't talk about me.
When do you get the right to tell people when not to post you?
You don't get the right, but that's why I'm saying like you don't have the right to do that. But it wasn't his unless there's something before his comment did isn't equal to the spazzing that academic did. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so it has to be more to it because it wasn't like Metro Boomin's like came for act like yo bitch ass you hoe ass nigga blah, 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 or came for his neck like a lot of niggas do, and then act responds and shit, and he's a huge troll, and he has a big following. He's behind his computer screen, so he's safe. And so it's like it's the back and forth. Him and Meek always go back and forth. They come for each other. Metro in this case, and I don't know what happened prior. Metro didn't cuff for Act, and so Act spaz and call him crybaby and nigga you soft, you pussy, you crying on the internet. But Act didn't know that like Metro was crying because his mother had died.
Right.
So it's like So that's why everybody is, although most people don't stand on Act's side, but at least with these other cases, nobody is innocent because they come for Act responds. But Metro and the things that he used as a weapon to like call Metro a bitch or call him pussy, everybody looking at it like, no, Act, you sound dumb because that man mom's just died. And Act, you sound dumb because he didn't even come for you. And you doing all that. So that's why, like, if you look at the comments on his shit, they looking at it like, damn, Act, you ODing because for one, he didn't come at you. And the things that you're using to say he's soft or he pussy and all this, you're missing the context of why he was crying online. Like you missing major points, and therefore that's part of what Metro is talking about. You talking about narratives. You talking about stories that you don't really know the context for. So if you're not gonna do the due diligence and learn the true story, and as a street reporter, if you're not gonna put in the work to report the stories correctly, then don't mention my name. But I love Act though. Act is funny. Act, I used to couldn't stand Act. Act grew on me. I think he's funny as hell. And I feel like a lot of niggas look stupid arguing with a nigga like him. This is what he do for a living. He's a troll. Like you waste your time arguing with a nigga like that. But Metro didn't go back and forth with him. All I'm gonna say is,
well, publicly, because we don't know what's going
right publicly.
What's going to happen behind the scenes.
Even with behind the scenes, Academic is a nigga who
he'll show like, oh, look what he wrote me.
Yeah, look what this bitch ass nigga said to me. That's what the Act do. So that's why everybody's like on this in this particular case, it's like, damn, what did Metro do to you? Because you going in.
Maybe I'll say this maybe. Because I don't think Metro Boomin said anything crazy. He just said, don't post me. But they academics looking like, yo, bro, you know my job is to produce. I post anything that goes on musically and that goes on with the culture and whatnot. Maybe academics felt a type of way like, why are you telling me not to post you? You know, this is my job is to cover you and all these other artists and stuff like that. It's like, this is I'm not posting you to be cruel. And it's my job, you know. Right. Maybe academics felt the type of way like, why is he even though he didn't say nothing crazy, but it's just like, why are you telling me not to post?
Yeah, why you telling me out of anybody else?
Yeah, so maybe that's how academics took it. That could be one way.
Why you pick me when
everybody else?
If there's anything else going on with you in the culture, other people are okay to post and talk about you. Why can't I? Yeah. And so that could be what the part of the context from Metro that Act is missing. Like he got offended that it's like, this is what I do. This is my job. I'm one of the biggest at doing this. And why are you telling me I can't post? Now, most people know why motherfuckers will tell Academic why he can't post them because Act does the slander and shit. He does the dirty shit. He talks. He ain't never really bigging nobody up. He ain't really spotlighting Metro and saying Metro had a hit. He gonna say Metro ain't been shit since the last album with Future. This is who Act is. So in that context, we know if somebody told Act not to post them, they saying it in that sense because there's never really nothing glamorous being said about somebody that Academic is covering. He's never really covering anybody.
Academics also, when he be covering people, he still carries the satire from when he was doing the war.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he still
has that. Yeah, he still has that. Like he'll say something funny, you know, like covering you. Right,
exactly. It's never like he just like only motherfucker he big up is Drake. That's about the only nigga that's gonna get love from AK is Drake. Drake the only nigga he ain't got nothing bad to say about. Aubrey Graham is the only motherfucker that Act gonna shout out and show love to without any type of slander. Aubrey Graham. But Metro Boomin, you already know, if Future if Metro Boomin don't like you, what Future them gonna do? We know what the ad libs say. So Act, you better shut the fuck up.
But
Well,
yeah, I think
Academic always said they're not gonna go see him, so he ain't scared.
Nobody know where yet. And Academic ain't a nigga that be outside. Like,
but yeah, I guess interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. It's just funny, you know. He'll be going on a rant about another person in the next couple of weeks.
right.
But
Yeah,
give him ammunition.
Ack has a place in hip hop. Like, he is the hip hop Wendy Williams. He is the hip hop Evil Star. He is the hip hop, like, that's his place. There's always been one of those in hip hop. Those satire shock jocks, if you will. Like,
we're in a time where there's so many of them now, because that's everybody.
Everybody wants to be a shock jock now.
They feel like, oh, they say some crazy stuff, they're gonna get the good amount of views, and they don't care. It's crazy times, man. Crazy times. Everybody's trying to say that.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a shock jock, but Ack is definitely one of the top dogs when it comes to it. So can't knock the hustle.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Everybody trying to get a bag.
Mm-hmm. Now let's get to an interesting story that seemed to have ruffled a few feathers. Actress Jane Fonda basically said people who are that's against abortion laws should be murdered. That they should be murdered on The View.
What Whoopi say?
I didn't hear what Whoopi said, but I'm pretty sure if she said it like a joke, I don't think she was dead serious. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. When I like heard the clip, I'm like, but you know, that's one of the big debates in this country. You know, the abortion law. So any people who say something against either side.
Yeah, you know, that's a platform for presidential elections every year.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, someone says something this side that's against that side side's gonna go crazy on that person, and it's vice versa. So, and she's talking about that the one that's anti-abortion should be muted. So you know, people that's
anti-abortion is the red people. You know what I'm saying?
But you know they gonna feel like
that's the leftists. Those the left sides. You know what I'm saying? I mean the right side, the rights, the rights, and it's a lot of them. The rights and whites.
So you know
that's a big community to be talking shit to.
I guess she said it. I'll say she said it in a joking manner. I don't think she was dead serious. Like, you know, sometimes you know when some people say something crazy, like you know they ain't mean it.
Yeah, it's truthful. There's a hint of truth in it. It just I do it all the time. I'm one of the kings of talking shit straight to your face and have you laugh with me. That's exactly what she did. She like, yo, she made it. She has a stance, not probably to that extreme, but she feels some type of way about people that's anti-abortion. That's pretty much the nooks and crannies of it. But she just, you know, for comedic relief, she said that, and she did it on a platform where, you know, it's a lot of views and shit. So I know she probably didn't say it with the straight face, like.
No, she made like she made like after she said it, she made it
humorous. She made it humorous, but it is what it is. Like, people gonna have their opinion, and again, I don't give a fuck.
Well, rough feathers.
You gonna have and again, regardless, if she didn't have to even say it in that nature for people that be at uproar. She could have just said, yo, people that's anti-abortion, I don't agree with you. Oh, Jane Fonda, what movie she was in? Counsel her movies. Like, that side that's pro, they gonna still have a tizzy with whatever you say that's against their stance. So it don't matter how she said it.
This is
context,
how it is, you know?
Context, none of that matters. Mm-hmm. It's against what I believe, so I'm gonna be upset. It is. It's America.
Yes,
We
that's
all
true.
upset all the time.
About everything.
Oh, every fucking thing. Shut the fuck up.
How dare you don't like the same color as me? I like pink. Oh, you like blue? Okay. Fuck you then.
Yeah, right. Okay. You one of those. You one of those.
Crazy times, man. Crazy times in America.
I don't give a fuck.
And
Fuck all.
here, the crazy continues. The Department of Justice basically issued a scathing rebuke of the Louisville police. No, of the Louisville police in wakes of the Breonna Taylor killings. The Department of
Right.
Justice did like an investigation. They really looked into Louisville police as a whole, and basically they said the Louisville Metro Police Department routinely uses excessive force and practices an aggressive style of policing against Black people. In their Wednesday press conference. And they, paints a shocking portrait of race. Basically, saying that the Louisville Metro Police Department is racist when it comes to when dealing with Black people. They're over aggressive.
So who next? Because, like, what police is they gonna do next? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna find that in every fucking city or state that's heavily populated with African American and brown people.
No, this one was a carry on of the Breonna Taylor situation. So it's like when that situation happened, they was like, okay, that was a reaction to that situation. They went.
Right. I'm just saying, it's unfortunately such an extreme thing needed to happen for them to evaluate the effectiveness and
the police department?
their police department and their practices, but that's something that should be done anyway. For every police department functioning in a major city that's populated with Black and brown people. We know America has a history of discriminatory actions against people of color. So in all these major cities where it's heavily populated with Blacks, you see high arrest rates for Blacks. Department of Justice and all these big organizations should be hosting these yearly or quarterly, whatever, bi-yearly, whatever they want to do, evaluations of these police stations and their police departments and their effectiveness when it comes to dealing with Black and brown people, and just effectiveness, period. Like, it don't even have to be Black and brown, just their effectiveness, period. Are they doing their fucking job? Are they working to service American citizens?
What's the point of us being able to write complaints if you guys don't follow?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you getting a bunch of complaints, that should warrant, okay, we gonna send somebody in to evaluate these stations, like this fucking department.
And basically, you're saying like, even before it gets to like a Breonna Taylor situation, you hear winds of situations of complaints. They should look into it.
A normal practice. You a police station, or you in an area where multiple police stations, or a district where a lot of police stations get these complaints in regards to whatever the case is. It don't even have to be about Black people. But if you get these same cases, or police is doing this, Department of Justice should be having all these records of this. This area has a high, like, we getting a lot of complaints about police doing this. Let's investigate. Let's do evaluations. Let's check the temperature over there. Because then it's preventative maintenance. Whereas if these police departments know that there's people above them that's doing this type of work, checking to make sure they are effectively doing their job, you less likely to have the Breonna Taylors.
That's true. I think I will believe that there's agencies in place where it's like,
well, internal affairs supposed to be that.
But I don't know. But they basically they saying that Metro Police
right, but they all bleed blue and shit. So
but yeah, they're saying the Metro Police Department is full of corruption and
Well,
there's
it's good to see that somebody's doing a fucking job, not the police officers, but the people above them is actually doing their job. Now get rid of their ass or retrain them motherfuckers, and motherfuckers that don't want to do right, get rid of them motherfuckers. I don't care how long you've been here, Sergeant Rivalowski.
Oh man, but but I agree with you. That's something that should be on the regular. You shouldn't wait for like something out
Yeah,
of
it
the
should
ordinary to happen.
Breonna Taylor or Samir Rice and shit like that to happen for y'all to be like, okay, we got to start checking. We got to make sure they doing
It should be happening to prevent situations like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that should happen to prevent
You
that.
have systems in place that lets motherfuckers know that you will be held accountable if we get to this point.
Totally.
And therefore, it deters people from doing the radical and illegal shit that they do.
Yep.
Simple, bro.
I would say somewhat of a start. Maybe they continue this with other states and they can clean up all these places and try to get some better people to run these police departments. That way you don't have to deal with or hear stories of corruption and stuff like that. But we'll definitely see. But I wonder what's gonna come of this corruption. Like I know they reported, all this corruption. Are people gonna lose jobs? Are arrests gonna come from this? I wonder what's the next step after this report comes out.
After that, now y'all identify the neighborhoods and the police station that has these issues. Now start identifying the cops who have a high level of complaints. Even the ones that got a high level of arrests. Check their ass. Make sure they doing it by the book.
We'll definitely pay close attention to this, and we'll see how it definitely goes and how it carries and moves forward. Let's get into the talk of the town, basically, stuff Sunday. Let's talk about the Oscars. You know what's crazy? I know y'all was mad at me because I ain't watch it, like a good portion of it. I ain't watch it live. Like I seen a portion of it live. I didn't see the whole thing live. So like the parts I missed, I went back on Hulu and watched it. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it.
It wasn't bad.
It was long.
It was long.
The Oscars is always long. It's one of them award shows that's always long. But overall, that's one award show I can say I enjoyed.
That shit was long as hell, but it was good though. It was good. Fucking Anywhere, Always, Yesterday, Tuesday, Tomorrow, Yesterday, whatever that movie.
All at once.
Yeah. Anywhere, Always, All the Time. That shit cleaned up and shit.
They definitely did. They definitely. That's what I'm definitely gonna check out and see.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Next pod, we're gonna review it. Like you brought it up for this one. Nah. Next pod this weekend, we're gonna make it our business because me and the wife was before you even sent the rundown. We said that we was gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna definitely watch it this weekend. You take your time and watch it, and then we'll review it, and so we can see what the hype is about.
Yeah, I even want to see the movie The Whale with my guy Brendan Fraser.
Oh, with Brendan Fraser and shit.
I'm not for 3 hours watching.
I mean, I've seen The Whale on AMC and TLC all the time. 600-pound life and shit. So I've already seen.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I always liked Brendan Fraser's movies, but he took like a little hiatus. Like he had some good movies when he was younger.
He had some issues in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got into it.
That's The Mummy.
No, I know, but the movie's not based on his life.
No, yeah. I don't know if it's based out.
No, it's not based on his life. It's just a role he did, but this is like one of his first roles in like a long time.
True story.
It is supposedly based on somebody's life.
Oh, I don't know. But I just know Brendan Fraser, he's been away from the spotlight for a while because he was kind of like blackballed. He was
on Doom Patrol on HBO Max. He's on the series Doom Patrol, but other than that, he was on I don't think he was in anything else because he took like a long. I think the last thing I seen him in was Journey to the Center of the Earth. He was in the first one,
right? And the second one,
The Rock basically was in the second one. But I think that was like the start of the hiatus. So I guess you got
but I mean, that's his first Oscar,
Right.
and he won best male role.
yeah, that's like the top honor, one of the top awards, best male actor.
I mean, it's definitely look interesting. It looks boring, but I like that. I like when actors go like, and that's what I'm talking about. I like when an actor disappears from the person we already know they are. Brendan Fraser always been like the action star, the blockbuster actor. Like, so for him to do a role like that, yes, it's much later in his career, but he always done a lot of action comedy type movies. That's his space. So even I haven't seen the movie, probably won't see it, but it's just interesting to see that he did a role like that. So
Yeah,
and for him, because he was about to cry out there and shit, like
now, he sounded like when he accepted the award, you could hear his voice.
like he was everywhere. He was like he didn't know what to say. He was like just his mind was everywhere because it's like he didn't never expect to be in this moment.
No, of course not. Because also with that being said, Jimmy Kimmel mentioned that it was 16 first-time nominated, 16 people being nominated for Oscars for the first time.
Right.
Well, we know that ain't true about Angela Bassett. She's been nominated a few times, just never won.
Unfortunately, she went against a first-time person that was nominated for the first time.
And see, that's the thing is, like you were saying yesterday, anybody going against them yesterday, you weren't gonna win.
Yeah, I think that's all it was. I think that was the movie that was gonna
wherever they were, they just clinked up.
But you know what's the crazy part? I think 2 actresses in that movie got nominated for Best Supporting Actress. It was 2 of them for the same movie.
The Asian girl and the white girl, right? And
Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Only L you took is to somebody else in the movie and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 of them got nominated. I unless I was bugging, but I believe 2 actresses from that movie got nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and one of them won it.
It was the young Asian girl and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, and then obviously Michelle Yeoh won Best Female Actress, and obviously she's in the movie too.
Female lead.
Best female, yeah.
And Black Panther did get one for the
costumes,
the costume design and shit. So, and every Black Panther come out, she won that award. So she looked stunning. And shout out to Rihanna, man. Rihanna, her performance, gave me goosebumps and shit. Like, it was a good fucking performance. My nigga ASAP was there, fresh, champagne. Like, she ain't going nowhere. Baby number 2 on the way. Like, well, my baby mama a billionaire.
I think Jimmy Kimmel did a good job. He ruffled. I say, he said some jokes that probably will ruffle a few feathers.
Who cares?
I don't care. Comedy is comedy. Comedy.
But this is what I'm saying. Why is it okay for him to continue with the slap and continue with, saying these jokes about Will Smith, but the person that got slapped is not allowed to tell any more jokes about him getting slapped?
Well, that's black people.
Outrage. Selective outrage.
Yeah, selective outrage. And again, you mainly hear black people saying Chris waited too late. He want to say something now. He want to tell a story now to make some money and all this and shit. It's black people saying that.
He made $20 million telling that fucking story.
It's black people saying that shit. So Chris is shit, nigga. I could wait 10 years if I want to. Nigga, slap me. Nigga, I can tell my story when I'm ready. The fuck? How y'all gonna tell me what's the lapse time or when I could tell my story?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, Chris Rock got slapped and it's still the butt of jokes. Like at the Oscars, even though he went and told his story, but even if Chris Rock didn't go do his special yet, that joke was still gonna be.
Yeah, they were still coming.
Yeah.
He said,
know?
"Anybody come up here trying to slap me? I got people around." Like,
And then they ended up showing the wrong Guillermo. They showed Guillermo del Toro instead of the Guillermo that be on the show.
right? He had Michael B. Like Michael,
But
you got
I
to go through
did
Michael B.
realize
and stuff.
the last year Oscars were tables and chairs, so it was easier to get up on the stage.
Oh yeah, it was the round
This
table.
time they said, "Fuck that. We're gonna make this shit like it always been."
Yeah, the seat.
A theater.
Yeah, the theater. Yeah, last year they did have the round tables and shit.
So everybody was on the same level.
Yeah.
There was no going upstairs or running on stage.
Easily get up there.
It was more like a
Oh,
comfortable.
you can make it upstairs, but it's not gonna be. Someone might,
Don't get your ass tackled going up there now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It would have been harder for you to run up. See, with Will, he just walked up because it was like a comfortable.
Oh yeah, he was right there.
Yeah, it was straight path. It was straight path.
Yeah,
the people that's awarded from big awards is in the front.
Yeah,
straight path.
Yeah, he walked straight up and shit.
Yeah, he walked up there calmly, like.
But no, overall it was good and shit. Again, Rihanna did good. I really enjoyed her performance. Again,
I'm sorry, Angela Bassett deserved this best supporting role.
She looked it beautiful.
I think she deserved it, but again, people don't like comic book movies, like people that's really in Hollywood and they don't like these comic book movies. Like there's a.
But
that's not true because the year that the first Black Panther came out, it swept the Oscars.
Yeah, but
it cleaned up.
But it didn't. You know what I'm trying to say?
It
don't get nominated for the best actor.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It don't rule. It won a lot of awards, but it didn't win the awards like the main ones. It didn't win best actor. He didn't win best supporting actress, best leading role. Like they won a lot of awards, but it was the fluff awards. Like because again, unfortunately, in Hollywood, there's a stigma around superhero mainly, because you can tell a comic book story if it ain't something that's big, it seems original, they'll let you rock. But when it comes to like the superhero stuff, they look at that as like always easy. Like there's not much good, there's not acting in it. It's just explosions and lights. Like they don't respect the directors that make those movies. In Hollywood, they don't respect them. The actors, they don't respect them. Like there's this stigma in Hollywood when it comes to these, especially these award shows like the Oscars, the supposed to be the creme de la creme. You don't get those awards, unfortunately. And again, although
they was nominated for Best Picture, the first one, but they didn't win that. They won costume design, Best Original Score, and they won Best Production Design. They was nominated for 7, but those are the 3 they won. Angela Bassett was also nominated for Best Supporting Actress in that one, but she didn't win.
I think she did way better in this one than she did the first one.
Yeah, I think her performance in the second one was
her character and the delivering the emotion.
Yeah.
She definitely did that. But hey, maybe we got to see Anything, Everywhere, Always, Anytime, Anyone. Who else before we
oh shit. I mixed up the 2 awards. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in another award show, but for the first one, what they was nominated for was Best Picture, Best Costume Design, Best Original Score, Best Original Song, Best Production Design, Best Sound Editing, Best Sound Mixing. That's what they was all nominated for. So they was nominated for 7. They was nominated. At least they was nominated for Best Picture, but they wasn't gonna win that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Hollywood ain't gonna never give the comic book movies those.
Like best actor, it's not gonna come from a comic book movie. Best actress is not gonna come from it. Yeah. Best director is not gonna come from a comic book movie.
Right.
Best movie is not. Best film is not gonna come from that. Shit, the supporting male actor and actress is not coming. Like the main, like the awards that Oscar holds weight, like winning an Oscar is still thing, but we're talking about
but there are certain awards that's higher than the others.
Yes. And no comic book movie, no matter what, is not going to win any of those
top echelon
those top
awards.
And that's just, and they could do one like it could be a comic book movie that's like watching it's like holy shit. I promise you, they will never win an award. They don't really. They're not big fans of the comic book movies.
Again, they don't respect it. They say it's easy, like it's all explosions and lights. Like there's no real acting to it. This is the stigma in Hollywood when it comes. And like I said, they don't respect the directors. They don't respect the producers. They don't respect none of them. They like, y'all niggas is taking the easy way out. Y'all gonna blow up some shit. Y'all gonna put some lights up. Y'all gonna put the numbers up. Y'all gonna kill the box office.
Y'all probably get some good acting, a compelling story, but they not gonna give them like, you know. I felt this like overall, you know, there's like movies like in the comic book world, like that was a good comic book movie, but then there's some within the comic book world, like no, that was just you take it out the genre, that was a good ass movie, like that happens to be a comic book movie, but those are the ones that should be the ones that nominated, but this is never gonna happen. Unfortunately for Angela
Fast gonna win best movie next year.
You said what?
That new Fast gonna win best movie next year. Best film.
Man.
The acting in that is about to be stellar.
Man, but shout out to all the women that presented awards. They all looked amazing. All the women that presented the awards.
Speaking of women that presented awards. What's her name? Banks that was about to
Elizabeth Banks? Oh yeah, she almost busted ass.
Yo, she almost took that front face first, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why she was walking the way she was walking. She came out the cocaine bear, like she came out the homie the bear costume.
She directed it.
Oh, she did. Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, well, she came out. I guess they did a little something about with the cocaine bear,
little comedy and shit.
Yeah, because she is whatever. But I'm actually interested to see that movie. But she almost took that tumble.
Yo, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but I think the way she walked towards the stage.
Her dress was mad long.
Yeah, but I think it was like the way she started walking. Like I don't know if she misjudged it. She started walking a certain way.
Yeah,
like she was taking a couple of steps, and then she really, I guess, stepped on her shit and almost really.
Yeah.
Imagine she would have hit the.
And
that was so bad.
Yeah, it looked if she would have face planted, party done. Party done. Also, we got the Little Mermaid full trailer.
Oh man.
Got the Little Mermaid full trailer, you know.
Almost made me cry.
Haley Bailey, you know what I'm saying? Looking beautiful.
Gorgeous.
You know, Black Mermaid with a Mexican father. Hey. Anything can happen in the sea. You know what I'm saying?
I like who they have as Ursula. We didn't know. We didn't know she was.
Yeah, they never show who was Ursula, and I like what's her name? McCarthy. The big funny lady.
Something McCarthy.
Yeah. Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, Melissa. Jenna McCarthy. Somebody else.
You talking about the blind McCarthy? There's two McCarthys in Hollywood. I think her name's Jenna McCarthy.
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, it's Jenna and Melissa. Melissa's the one that been in all the comedic roles.
Right. So Melissa McCarthy is the one.
But I think they revealed that she was playing Ursula when the first thing. It wasn't in the teaser.
Probably never in the trailers is whatever.
But like when the cast came out, I believe we touched on it. Like we talked about it in the episode.
This is the first showing of her in
as Ursula.
Yeah, as Ursula and stuff, and it looks decent, you know. I'm gonna go support it because it's a sister,
and we're gonna be there opening day,
and my wife is gonna make us be there opening day. So,
what man? Oscars, I enjoyed it. It was actually a good award show.
And Johnny's gonna be there opening day too, because we can't leave Johnny to go watch movies by himself so we can review it.
For the most part, I watched everything that we reviewed. I just missed out on Creed.
You still ain't watched it?
I still haven't watched Creed. I'll watch it though. That's the only one I missed out on.
Doesn't matter. He's gonna come watch it with us.
Yo, Woman King is on Netflix.
Yeah, it is. Woman King is on Netflix. So I gotta watch that.
I just want to kill me with these 3-hour movies.
Mhm.
I can't do 3-hour movies.
But yeah, Oscars was good, man. I enjoyed it. It's long as hell. Again, once it got to the end, it was like, once the everything, everywhere, always, anytime, anywho, one
Everything all at once.
I ain't gonna never get the name right. So I just call it whatever the fuck I want. And shout out to her, man. She's been acting a long time. Like, used to be in some of my favorite kung fu movies growing up. So you know what I'm saying? She's done a lot.
It's funny, they made an emphasis like when she won the award that she doesn't know martial arts. Like when she won and she was coming on stage, I don't know if any like they played like the voice that's talking in the background, like when someone's winning the award, it was like she's playing basically in these roles, but she does not practice or know martial arts.
Why they hating on her?
When I said that, I'm like, damn, why they said that? Like,
They lying. They lying on her.
She don't let these movies fool you. She does not know karate.
yeah, I was like, why? Of all things, why would they put that? I don't know.
So that means she was in Super Cop. She wasn't doing her stunts.
She was. They lying.
Maybe not.
You know, you with Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan do his own stunts. How you gonna be in a movie with Jackie Chan?
I'm saying after a while doing movies like that, you're gonna learn a little something, you know. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All that choreography, she gotta learn something.
That's what I'm saying. She know a little something. Maybe she never officially did something, but she probably knows something.
Nah, they just lying on her.
Right? Maybe she ain't a practicing kung fu artist, but you can't do all these kung fu movies for fucking ever and not pick up nothing.
They lying on her.
Around all these great kung fu people and you never pick up anything? Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. I think she knows something, but I just felt like, damn, why they pointed that out? I felt like they didn't have to point it out.
That's like me living in Mexico 20 years and never link up with the cartel. That don't even make sense.
I thought you was gonna say and learn Spanish. That would have made more sense.
I know that's what y'all thought I would say.
I definitely thought that's what you were gonna say, but
I know that's what you thought I would say. But that's also true.
Now let's get into the closing segment. ASO above or below. I came with a couple. Maybe I'll use all, maybe I don't. But with the first one, since we talked about Brie felt that Angela Bassett was snubbed for Best Supporting Actress, so I came up with above or below. For the rest of the year, there's MTV Awards, there's BET Awards, there's more award shows coming. Obviously, Oscars and Grammys is like the top. Then there's the Emmys and stuff like that, and you dwindle down like the rankings of the awards.
Right.
But above or below 3 and 3.5 snubs for future award shows. For the rest of the year, we'll see other people getting snubbed 3.5. So 4 snubs or under.
For a particular actor or actress?
Or just overall, music, actors, just like the snubs in general. Like someone's gonna win an award that someone else should have won.
Well, I don't think many snubs is gonna come for Angela. I think she definitely gonna get that NAACP BET award. She gonna get Tyler Perry award. She gonna get
MTV Movie Award.
Movie.
She may not
award.
be specifically the person that be snubbed because you felt like she was snubbed at the Oscars. I'm just saying, in general, somebody else might be.
So I'm just saying, I don't see many snubs coming from her. In regards to anybody else, what's out, I don't see many. I'm gonna say below because I don't really of the movies that's out right now that would be in contention with what was at the Oscars. I didn't see many snubs anyway. Half the motherfucking movies I didn't even know what they were. The Whale, the Colin Farrell movie I ain't never heard of. The Army movie I ain't never heard of. So I don't see much snubs because I don't even know who the fuck these people are. So I'm gonna say below at the Black award shows, the Black people gonna win. and that's what it's gonna be.
Okay. That's going with below. Next one, over 1.5 good award shows. I thought the Oscars was good. Will we get 2 more good award shows for the rest of the year, or we're gonna get 2, or we're gonna get less than 2?
I'm trying to think of award shows that's coming up. This year, you know, we got our hip hop awards coming up. We got a BET awards coming
We got
up.
the VMAs. It's all
Uh,
types of different
why?
awards.
Huh?
I said it's all different types of award shows.
Only award I really enjoy that, like, honestly, is the Soul Train Award is the only one that actually be good because it has so much like singing, so many performances. They do a lot of dedications to the OGs and stuff. They always honor somebody.
Right.
And so, like, you know, they have that, they'll have a motherfucker do a whole Tony Braxton set and shit.
Right.
So I'm jamming. So you said 1.5 good award shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go line because I think we only got like one or two.
What's we
think
got?
so?
We got a couple of award shows coming up.
Like what?
All right, so the Oscars is the 12th. After that, you got BAFTA Game Awards. You got the GLAAD Awards as film, television, journalism, and more.
Nope. No.
You got CMT Music Awards, country music. You're gonna watch that. BAFTA TV Awards, ANC ACM Awards, also country music. You got the Tony Awards. You got the Daytime Emmys, BET Awards, SB. Don't none of those count. Hollywood Critics Association TV Awards as in August, MTV VMAs.
I'm gonna go below.
Yeah, I mean,
Primetime Emmys in September.
Because nobody goes to award shows anymore. Like the big stars, like Drake and Chris Brown. Nobody goes to some shits no more.
Right.
Cardi B don't go. Beyonce Jay don't go.
Right.
Rihanna don't go. So it's like,
unless they about to drop some
Your
shit.
American Music Awards is in November. Then you got the New York Film Critics Circle. Then you have People Choice Awards in December. So, you know, it's a
Only
good
award show that I really watch is the BET, the hip hop, Soul Train, and there's one more of those black channels that I watch. I can't think of the name. The Essence, I think it's the Essence Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty much all I watch, and they all pretty much the same. They all pretty much the same and shit. So my wife said under. I'm gonna go line with 1 because I always enjoy the Soul Train Awards. It always gets me up. I have a vibe of OG music and shit. So I'm gonna say line. That 1.5 is where I'm at.
Okay, so now we got above or below 2.5 artists selling their catalogs or selling a portion of their catalogs. We had QC, we had Michael Jackson Estate,
Yeah.
we had Justin Bieber, and I believe one more person so far for this year alone.
Yeah, it's been quite a few. So I'm gonna go definitely above.
It seems like that's the trend right now.
Yeah, it seems to be the trend. A lot of these hedge funds is buying a lot of these artists catalogs or partially buying their catalogs. I saw somebody talking about that on one of the podcasts. Brian Michael Cox, he was on Rory and Maul, and they were asking him because, you know, he's worked with everybody from Beyonce, Destiny Child, Usher, Mariah. He's worked with everybody, so he has a large collection, discography. And again, his whole thing was, yeah, I'll sell half, I'll sell parts of my shit if the dollar's right. So again, when it comes to money, they look at, again, because they estimate what they think they'll be able to make based on what they're doing right now in regards to their music being placed and shit like that. So it's like, yo, I'm making currently this amount of money on my backstock per year. I ain't got much. I got maybe, you know, not to, you know, age people, but, I can make much more in this moment, this large lump sum, than what I'm currently making on my back catalog. So that's what people are, that's what they're doing. So I can see it being above, definitely above 2. A lot of people I wouldn't care about, but
that's definitely a trend. So people are selling their catalog.
It's a trend. It's definitely. I'm pretty sure it's more people doing it than we know because they're not as big.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But,
I knew Metro Boomin sold part of his catalog. That was another one from this year.
Like I said, nobody cares. People that nobody care about. So there's gonna be people. You're gonna have the large scale artists that do it, but then there's other smaller artists who has a nice collection of music done well in music, and they have the chance to make a profit. So I can see Yin Yang Twins selling off the Whisper song and Ya 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 and Whisper While You Twerk. You know what I'm saying? I can see them, go ahead, sell their shit to a hedge. Over 2.
All right. And for the last one, for the rest of the year, above or below 5 selective outrage stories for the rest of 2023. 5 selective outrage stories for 2023. Above or below 5.
Definitely above. Everything that's covered in news is selective outrage. Like we all fucking hypocrites. So
yeah, they definitely that's how they try to manipulate it into that form.
Yeah.
Like.
So everything that we cover on here, covered on the news, covered on all other platforms, is selective outrage. So above, definitely.
Okay, go with the above on that. With that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Never Shit Period Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Dev, and Bree is in the back, and we are out.